2018 because I just felt so too much. I just felt like hiding, you know? Didn't expect to get emotional.
It's like we selectively remember that this is what the tabloids do to people, especially women, based on whether or not we like the person. We selectively remember that.
Have you heard Ariana Grande's new song? Yes, and say that shit with your chest and woo. Dude. If she held my newborn baby while I was with my man, and then she took my man and then made a song, What's Going On Right Now with her and Mr. SquarePants, I just think that's insane.
Ariana's been a bit messy lately, and fans are not vibing with it. Not only did she steal someone's husband, but she also destroyed their new family. Like there was even a newborn involved. How messed up is that? So Ethan was already hitched and just welcomed a kid into the world like less than a year old when things got messy with Ariana. But is her career over because of this scandal? Nah, not even close. Instead, it looks like she's bragging about it through her music. Let's talk about Ariana Grande's latest drop, Eternal Sunshine. First off, Ari never fails to bring the heat with her music, and this album is no exception. It's solid, no doubt, though Dangerous Woman still holds a special place in my heart. But Eternal Sunshine, it's got those lush, ethereal vibes that just hit different. And those melodies, pure magic. Now, I gotta keep it real. There aren't any skip-worthy tracks on this album. But let's talk about True Story and The Boy Is Mine. Ari took that classic Brandy and Monica jam and flipped it, and she killed it. Props where it's due. Now, on to the messy stuff. Ari, girl, spilling the tea about her affair with Ethan, that's a whole mood. But dragging it into her tracks, kinda shady, not gonna lie. The fans reacted as soon as they saw The Boy Is Mine on that track list. One user said, "The boy is mine. That's crazy, girl. If you are going to be a homewrecker, don't be so proud about it." What the? Another wrote, "Break up with your girlfriend, I'm bored. The boy is mine." Ariana Grande's fantasy is stealing a man and ruining a relationship. And those lyrics? Low-key toxic. Like, we get it, but dang, leave some stuff off the record, you know? And Ethan? He's worse for leaving his wife and newborn for Ariana. So, apparently, things kicked off between Ariana and Ethan while they were both still booed up with other people. But here's the kicker. Ari was supposedly going on double dates with Ethan and his then wife, Lily, all while still cozy with her own man, Dalton Gomez. And get this, she was even liking posts about Ethan being a great dad. Both Ariana and Ethan were still sporting their wedding bands when they first stepped onto the movie set. And to add fuel to the fire, whispers of their romance started swirling just 3 days after Ariana's split with Dalton Gomez hit the headlines. But wait, it gets even wilder. Ethan didn't even bother to file for divorce from his partner in crime, Lily J, until a full 6 days after the whole world knew about his thing with Ariana. Lily didn't hold back in an interview, calling Ariana out for not being much of a girl's girl and leaving her family in the emotional crossfire. But where's the remorse, Ari? In her latest track, Yes and, she's not exactly showing any. Instead, it's like she's doubling down on her decisions and brushing off the criticism. The track was supposed to be an anthem for living life without apologies. But those eyebrow-raising lyrics had fans doing a double take. Your business is yours and mine is mine. Why do you care so much whose D I ride? Critics are saying her new song feels more like a boast than an apology, and that ain't a good look. And the backlash was instant and fierce. Ari lost a whopping 350K Insta followers in the aftermath of that track's release. And Dalton? He's been keeping quiet, spotted without his wedding ring and all. Looks like their marriage is officially toast, and Ethan's affair with Ariana seems to be the culprit. But wait, this isn't Ari's first rodeo in the home-wrecking department. Remember her thing with Big Sean back in the day? Naya Rivera, his ex-fiancé, spilled the tea in her book, saying she found Ari chilling on Sean's couch one day. Back in 2014, Ariana swooped in on Big Sean, Naya Rivera's ex-fiancé, not long after their wedding plans hit the skids. According to Refinery29, Naya spills the tea in her book with this little gem. On the one day that he was back in LA, he said he didn't want to see me, but since she had a key, she let herself into his house. I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music. It rhymes with Smariana Shmanda. It sounds like she stumbled upon Ari and Sean having a cozy moment. That must have been awkward. Now, we're not sure what exactly went down, but it's safe to say Naya wasn't thrilled about the situation. But hey, Ari and Sean did collab on Best Mistake, so maybe that explains the impromptu visit. And get this, Nia claims she didn't even know their relationship was over until Scene blasted it on social media. I learned that I was no longer getting married from the internet, and at the same time as the rest of the world. Not only were we not getting married, we weren't even together anymore. What's with Ari and stealing other men? But now Ari's catching flack for her latest track, not just for the drama it stirs, but also for supposedly biting Beyoncé's style. Some fans even think she's using the backlash to fuel her own reputation era, a la Taylor Swift. And while she's clapping back at body shamers and plastic surgery rumors, some reckon she should take a little more responsibility for the image she's putting out there. But hey, love her or hate her, Ari's still slaying the game with her killer vocals. And with her track record, she's bound to keep making waves, drama, and all. Anyway, Ari might not catch as much heat as others in this mess, but it's still a bad look. Let's talk about Alicia Keys for a second. Remember when she got mixed up with Swiss Beats while he was still hitched to Mashonda? Yeah, that was a whole mess. Mashonda even wrote this open letter calling Alicia out, and her rep took a hit for real. Like, her career never quite bounced back from that scandal. But check it, Alicia and Swiss ended up tying the knot, and they seem all lovey-dovey now. And Mashonda? She's moved on too, all cool with the situation. But here's the kicker. Alicia got slammed hard for her actions, right? Yet, Ariana Grande pulls a similar move, and it's like, no biggie? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still vibing with Ari's music, but the double standards are glaring, fam. Like, imagine if a black female artist pulled the same stunts. They'd be dragged through the mud, no doubt. But Ari? She's got this mega fan base that rides hard for her, so criticism kind of bounces off her. So yeah, some fans might overlook it, but many are not vibing with it. Ariana was staying silent for a while until she finally addressed everything on Instagram. She wasn't about to let the rumor mill run wild without setting the record straight. So she took to her stories to spill the tea on everything that went down in 2023. But let's face it, she couldn't resist throwing a little shade into the mix. Without naming names, Ari made it clear she was addressing all the gossip surrounding her love life. From whispers about her alleged romance with Ethan Slater to talk of infidelity and her split from Dalton Gomez, Ari didn't hold back. In her story, she laid it all out. Have never felt more pride or joy or love while simultaneously feeling so deeply misunderstood by people who don't know me, who piece whispers together and make what they want out of me and their assumptions of my life. I have learned how much more important one of those things is than the other. She went on, I am reacting to things that deserve my energy only and removing and protecting myself from things that do not. Signing off, Ariana wished her followers a happy, healthy new year and offered words of comfort, reminding them they're not alone in their struggles. Of course, fans had thoughts. They weren't really convinced with what she said, thinking she was trying to convince herself that she did nothing wrong more than anyone else. Now fast forward to Ariana's recent chat with the Zach Sang Show, where she spilled some scorching truth tea.
People have crafted their own narratives.
Yeah. The thing is that, like, we know this about the tabloids and about the media and about, am I crazy? Don't we know this?
She hinted that the media had unfairly painted her as the bad guy, cherry-picking facts to fit their storyline.
Selectively remember that this is what the tabloids do to people, especially women, based on whether or not we like the person. We selectively remember that. We selectively leave space for humanness, for nuance. Like, they don't leave space for that. Well, they do for their friends and their family. It's selective.
Yeah,
but when they turn it off, when that aligns with the version of a person that they have in their head that they want to believe is true. Does that make sense?
100%.
And Zach, he nodded along, calling out the twisted nature of the media circus.
Nobody cares for the sake of a good story or for curing one's boredom on the internet.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we selectively remember.
But amidst the chaos, Ariana's keeping her eyes on her fans and herself. She's not about to let the noise drown out her truth. But here's the kicker. Ariana's playing the blame game, casting herself as the victim of tabloid drama. She's trying to spin it as an attack on women, but her fans aren't buying it. And to top it off, she's not showing an ounce of remorse. Despite Ariana's attempts to set the record straight, social media isn't buying it. Accusations of gaslighting are flying left, right, and center as people call her out for dodging accountability. One fan wrote, Ariana Grande in that interview really tried to justify homewrecking with feminism. Like, if you're consciously f***ing a married man whose wife just had their baby, I got no sympathy for you, hun. Yes, he should have been loyal to his wife too, but this doesn't excuse her either. And it's crazy how much Ariana Grande danced around that home-wrecking question so much during that interview. Like, babes, just admit it. Like, nobody believes you. SpongeBob's wife confirmed it, so who TF are you to try to gaslight her and lie? Like, you're sick and pathetic. But the comments aren't really affecting Ari. Plus, the past is in the past, right? She has Ethan now, so what's done is done. But fans are wondering how long this will last until she moves on to the other. Is this the last man Ariana took from another woman, or will she keep stealing new ones? Only time will tell. Let us know what you think, and if you like this video, make sure to check out our next one.